Hey, 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 this is Martin Blakely, and we have lunch. So, today, what we're going to do is give a complete system overview of the EddyAlerts platform. So, let's go ahead and get this started, and we'll get right into that uh, overview of the new platform. Okay, and now to the overview of the EddyAlerts platform. What we have at this point is the ability to bring in clients, beacons, attach those beacons to the clients, and set up Eddystone URLs on your beacon. This allows you to reach every iPhone and Android out there within 100 meters of your beacon. The iPhone will have to use the FiWeb, and the Android phones will use the pull down notifications as well as Google's nearby notifications that's installed on every current uh, Android phone out there. There are only 8% of the Android phones that don't have the version that is necessary to do all this, so you're reaching 92% of all Android phones. Um, Creating a new business and adding it to the system is simple because we have set this up on a single page form with all the details there for you to just fill out and add the business to the system. You just put in the business name, the address, the city, the state, province, or region so it works internationally, the country that they're in, zip or postal code. You can put their phone number, their contact, their email. If you know their social media, you can put that in, as well as a website address. Once you fill all that in, you just add business, and that adds the business to the system. Beacons, real simple to add a beacon to the system. You go to the beacons page, and all you have to do is select there, add beacon, and it will allow you to add another beacon to the Eddy alert system. Now, in this page, you are able to select what business you want to attach your beacon to, and you can decide whether you want to use a contact beacon or any other kind of beacon. I'm going to show a contact beacon, and we're just going to select the business out of here. We're going to put in an Eddystone, a contact ID, and we're going to click on Add Beacon. That brings the information for that contact beacon off the cloud. It would work for your contact beacon too. During the setup over here, there's a page for you to set everything up in, and on that page you would put the information you need in. Now to get set up on your contact panel, you would click the button to sync the beacon when you add it, and all this information is already there. You can't change that. You can change the alias name, which is your identifier name of your beacon inside your contact panel. You can set the signal strength. Let's set it to 6, and let's set it to every 2/10 of a second. That's the sort of thing you can do with your contact beacons. Now, once you've done all this, the things that are necessary are all turned to the on. The system URL has been installed. The system automatically creates the iBeacon UUID, the major and the minor. It creates the Eddystone namespace and instance ID. All these, you do not have to do these manually, whether you're using a contact beacon or whether you're using your own beacon. All these are automatically generated within the system. The only difference between using a contact beacon and using your own beacon is that you have to take the values here, here, and here and copy them and paste them into whatever system you're using to update your particular beacon. then all you have to do is click Add Beacon, and if you're using a contact, that updates it in the contact panel, and then all you have to do is use your smartphone and the contact app to update it on the contact panel in the cloud. You only have to do that once. Once it's set, it's all done no matter what kind of beacon you're using. This is a one-time thing. You never have to change your Eddystone URL because it's dynamic, so any changes you make within the system on your Eddystone URL is going to come up and show up on your beacon, no matter if it's deployed 2,000 miles away. This is important. Your Eddystone URL can be altered and updated from within the system, even though it's permanent on the beacon and you never touch the beacon again. So you have full and complete control over this just by changing the title, which is the message, the description. You can even change where it goes to, and it will update immediately in the system. And when they click on that link again, it will go to the new place that you set it and assigned it within the system. Now, this is different from most of the other systems. Most of the other systems only do this with the Android side when you're using the Google beacon platform. But this is the Eddystone URL, the constant that's already stuck into your beacon and is there and doesn't get changed. Once it's in there, you have full control over the message that pops up when it's read by the Google Nearby, as well as when it's read by the FiWeb app. So you have one more control that nobody else is offering you. And all you'd have to do is click Add Beacon. I'm not going to add the beacon, but that's all you have to do. It adds the beacon to the system, and then your beacon will go live. The only other thing that you have to do is you have to give that Eddystone URL a place to go to. And those Eddystone URLs have their own page to make it easier for you to manage your Eddystone URLs. They're not mixed in with all the other URLs in the system, because you can do more than just Eddystone URLs with our system. But the Eddystone URLs, whatever you named the business when you created the business, that's what the Eddystone URL is going to show up as within our link system. Now all you have to do is go over here, click on the edit button, the little pencil, and you can bring up the Eddystone URL. You just come over here in the other where your landing pages are, and you click and you copy that link from one of your landing pages. And you can go back over here, and right here where it says main URL, you can paste that link right there. That link will never show the public because all of our links are now set to cloak. So it will just show neartome.com / whatever the identifier is for your particular link. So there will never be any showing back to any of the websites from the landing pages. They will all be neartome.com pages, and they will show up that way. And if you just go down and you update that, I needed to show you one more thing, so I'll go back in here in just a second. Sorry about the wait times. Using the screen capture software at the same time I'm running the software. It makes it troublesome to do that. Let me just grab another link that I've already got set up here. Let's pull this one up. And I'll show you how it is that you are able to update your Eddystone links once they're out there in the wild and you no longer have access to them. You come right down here, and right here, you don't use the image because the image isn't necessary, but you can change the title and the description. And by setting up those and changing them in the background, they will change up the next time that it is pulled on somebody's phone when they come within range of your beacon. Also, you can change this link so that anytime you can redirect them to a totally different page. So if a business stops doing business with you, it's not a problem. You can just leave the beacon in place and change the landing page to their competitor and hire it on with their competitor and let their competitor pay you while their beacon is advertising their competitor. So there's really good reason for them to not leave you and to stay with you. So I've covered the businesses, the beacons, the links. There is a training page within the platform. I will continuously be adding more and more videos. I'm in the process of getting them all done. I've got the client adding video, so you can have it there to go over again, as well as the beacon adding video, so you can have that to go there. I'm going to be doing a video on the linking system as well, and several videos that get done this week on using the other part of our platform for the landing pages. Now, something that's important for you to also understand is that while I'm building this, I am building it with the intention for let me give it a second to catch up. With the intention for it to be run on your smartphone so that you'll be able to access the platform directly from your smartphone. You have all the links built in. You can access any of the functions within the phone system from within the system from your phone. The other thing I want to show you is the landing pages. We're really dealing with a slow catch-up with the phone on screen at the present time. Sorry about this delay. It doesn't act this way when I'm not recording the screen, so there we go. Now we can see the screen of the landing pages on a phone. Well, you get the idea. Now we'll go over to the other part of the system that most of you had access to already. When you set up your beacons on the EddyAlerts system, you're going to create a name here for your beacon. You're going to put the namespace ID here and the instance ID, which are the Eddystone features, and then you create a beacon and add the beacon to your system over here. So it's real easy to work with the landing pages and to get your beacons up and running. The two systems are going to be working together for the time being. As long as you set up your beacons in the main platform of EddyAlerts, when we transition from the beacons being handled on Google from within the EddyAlerts main system, it will be a seamless operation because everything will already be the same and there will have to be no changes once your beacons are out there in the field. So that's a overview of our system, and this lets you get in on early release. This is not a beta program. Beta implies that there are bugs that we're working out. We have no bugs. The system is up, operational, and ready for you to get in and start working with it. Thank you for your time.